I was newly wed to a gentleman of means. My ticket out of these rotten boroughs into an infant society where I could establish myself without fear of being judged by my past. And yet something tugged at me as we drove towards Southampton. A deep-seated urge to seek shelter, to be happy with my meager lot in life, rather than to forge ahead haplessly into the unknown. I banished these thoughts from my mind as best I could, willing myself to focus on the cradle of New York City, which awaited mine and Robert's arrival some 5,000 kilometers away. I was one of the lucky few afforded the opportunity to travel on the RMS Titanic. I was curiously uncertain about many things, but I knew without a doubt this would be a journey I wouldn't soon forget.
Good morning, sir and madam. Welcome aboard the pride of the White Star Line RMS Titanic. May I have your boarding passes, please?
Of course. Here you are.
Ah, Mr. Ashley, an honor, sir. And madam?
Robert, don't you have my boarding pass?
No, I gave it to Montague. He was to give it to you.
Well, he didn't. At least, not that I remember.
Mr. Ashley, madam, perhaps you could step aside until you find madam's pass.
Have you found your pass yet, my dear? I need to get settled and have a bath.
I'm sorry, madam. I cannot let you board without a pass. It simply isn't done.
Have you found your pass yet, my dear? I need to get settled and have a bath.
Montague, do you have my boarding pass?
Margie?
Mother? What on earth are you doing here?
I came here looking for you, Margie, to beg you not to go to America.
Mother, we've discussed all this. I have a new life now, a husband.
Oh, yes. You mean the husband what made you renounce your own blood? How could I forget?
We'll be back for a few weeks this winter. If you insist, we can discuss this further then. Right now, I have to find my boarding pass.
If I may, madam, I have both of our boarding passes right here. Just a moment. They're gone. It was that boy. That boy stole them. I'm most sorry I lost your boarding pass, madam.
Oh, please rethink this, Margie. This ship just don't feel right to me.
Little boy, did you steal some papers from that man over there?
What? I never did nothing.
What's your name?
George.
George. That's a pleasant name. I don't want to hurt you, Georgie, I promise. Why don't you just give me the papers back and we'll leave it at that?
Get stuffed, lady.
The rope appears strong and thick. I can't do that. Yet. I believe that crate is full of cigarettes bound for the New World. It looks tightly sealed. That isn't its intended purpose. George, get out of that car this instant!
No, you can't make me.
I only want to speak to you properly. What if I gave you a present? Would you like that?
Got any cigarette cartons?
No, and even if I did, I wouldn't give them to a little boy. I'm convinced they're not good for you.
What I want cigarettes for? I want the little cards what come in the packages. I've got almost 50 already. I'm going for a full set.
That worked like a charm. I'll just grab the cards out of the cartons before anyone notices the mess. Ten should do the trick. George can't possibly have all of these. Here you are, George. Now can you return what you stole, please?
What I want with a bunch of lousy papers? The other ones what took 'em.
The other one?
The other one there, the lady. I saw her pick up the papers while the old bloke was busy beating on me.
Give me back my boarding pass, Mother.
What? Oh. Oh, well, I did find a boarding pass, come to think of it. Is it yours? Oh, dear me, I'm so very sorry. There you go.
I can't believe you, Mother. Give Montague back his as well.
Well, I only found one. If, as you say, there was a second pass, it must have blown away.
Oh dear, oh dear. I'd best pop off to the ticket office and purchase another pass. The ship's about to leave port.
Well, I'll be going myself. Must take my medication. So long, Margie. Farewell. Have a good trip. I'll see you come winter.
Ah, thank you, madam. All appears to be in order, and good thing, too. It would have been a shame to miss out on such an historic voyage.
Indeed. I fancy a bit of lunch. Care to dine at the Café Parisien?
I'm not hungry at the moment. I'd just like to spend some time settling in if it's all the same to you.
Not a problem. You know where I'll be if you need me.
Seems the little fellow just doesn't want to let go of that perch. My fingers are not quite slender enough to grab hold of the notch. There's nothing embarrassing about that. Ah, yes. I'd forgotten about this false bottom. I can't for the life of me remember what I stored there.
Ah, you've arrived. I ordered without you. I didn't think you were coming.
That's quite all right. I'm not feeling well anyway. I've no appetite at all.
Perhaps you just need to get your sea legs. Might take a while. But do try and act yourself by this evening. We'll be dining with the captain.
I'm in no mood for a proper lunch with Robert, but a boiled egg might hit the spot. Too bad reaching into that water would scald my entire arm. The eggs are close enough, but they're still far too hot for me to handle without some sort of implement. This looks like a nice place to perch. What have we here? A secret passage? I'm an inquisitive kind of girl. Let's see where this leads.
I'm Dean Tavaloris, and you've entered my private sanctum, one that I designed into the plans from this ship's very inception.
You designed this ship?
Well, not exactly. I was employed as an assistant shipwright. I was placed in charge of all the less glamorous aspects of shipbuilding. Plumbing, cargo holds, engines, that kind of thing.
Ah, so you slipped in a little private stateroom for yourself and now you're a stowaway on your own ship. Is that it?
What I have built here is a network of halls between halls, that I may bear witness to history in the making. I silvered mirrors on several decks so that I can see out, but nobody can see in.
To each his own, I suppose. I'll be leaving now.
Most certainly. Oh, but you cannot leave the way you came in, I'm afraid. One-way door.
I should have guessed as much. So how do I get out of here?
Down the second hallway. There's another mirrored door which opens into the first-class parlor. Just try not to be seen leaving, or we'll both end up in the stockade.
I think I see some matches under there. If I'm going to be walking around in these tunnels, I'll need a lot of them. That should do it. If I end up needing more than this, that will mean I've really lost my way. That opened the valve. That closed the valve. I don't think that's its intended use. I don't think that's its intended use. I need to use that in a different way. That isn't its intended purpose. That must be the door Mr. Tavaloris was talking about. There are some people standing on the other side, so I can't use it. I could probably make out what they're saying to each other if I tried. Maybe if I put my ear against the mirror.
But of course, it never came to pass because What was that? Did you see that?
See what?
I swear I saw some motion behind that mirror.
That man could see me when I got close to the mirror. I'd best not try that again. I don't think that's its intended use. I recognize this crate from the dock. It's got a lock on it. But randomly guessing at the combination would be fruitless. I closed the vent. That opened the valve. It's a ventilation shaft. Sounds like there is a fan behind these grates. That looks like one of those newfangled smoke and heat detectors. It sounds an alarm when the temperature gets too high, or if the room floods with smoke, heaven forbid. I opened the vent. That closed the valve. That opened the valve. That closed the valve. I closed the vent. That opened the valve. I've routed the steam into the next room. That opened the valve. That closed the valve. That opened the valve. The steam fogged up the mirror. Maybe now I can get close enough to listen to their conversation without being spotted.
It's a priceless mummy of the pharaoh Menkaure. That's why it's secured with a combination lock. I used my birth date as the combination. The month, the day, and finally the year.
That's probably not a smart thing to tell me. I'm psychic, you know. I could easily guess your birthday.
I don't see how that matters. If you're truly psychic, you'd know the combination regardless of whether it was my birthday.
March 21st.
Not even close.
Right. But the month's got an A in it. Or an E.
Actually, no. Forgive me for saying so, but you're not very good at what you do. I will tell you that if you take the number of letters in the month times itself, you'll get the day.
Tut tut. Say no more. I have it sussed. So, what year were you born?
That's an impertinent question to ask a lady. Nevertheless, my lack of confidence in your ability is such that I would gladly part with that information. I was born in 1867.
I closed the vent. I've routed the steam into the next room. I closed the vent. Now that I have a little more information, let's see if I can decipher the combination to this lock. A sarcophagus. It looks thousands of years old. I think I'll hang on to the shroud that was covering it. I opened the vent. That opened the valve. That looks like one of those newfangled smoke and heat detectors. It sounds an alarm when the temperature gets too high, or if the room floods with smoke, heaven forbid. I closed the vent. That set off an alarm. I'd best make myself scarce.
Excuse me for interrupting.
Oh, not at all.
It's just that the heat sensor in hold number 4 went off, and the captain thought you should be alerted.
Hold number 4? Menkaure is in hold number 4. I've got to be sure it's okay. Excuse me, both of you.
At last. I'd better sneak out while I can.